Let's go ahead and turn it up. Look, let's do it. Let's do it. So, first question is, we about to jump right into it. All right. So, is Future a better artist than Drake? Yes, no, sorry, maybe. Yeah. Yo, what's going on, y'all? My name is Dee Boogie Brown, and I am the host of Creative Chronicles Podcast. We on tour, y'all. We are here in Dallas, Texas, all right? The Triple D, from what my boy Chris is telling me. That's what y'all calling it. I still need to find out what that means for real, but I'm gonna get the info from y'all. I have a childhood friend up in here. We got Rich here in the building. Rich, what's going on, brother?
Up,
How you
man?
doing?
It's a pleasure to be on here, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. Boy,
I see you
look.
come so far with this camera, man.
Hey.
I remember when you was on the news.
On the news. Look, he got all the jewels.
Elementary school.
Hey. Hey, man, look, Rich, we go way back, bro. Like, I'm trying to tell people, we go way back, bro. Back. And I just want to first say, bro, I'm proud of you. You done came out here in Dallas. You created a lane for yourself, and you providing for your family, bro. Keep doing your thing, bro. But before we get into that, I want to tap in and let the audience know what you do. So tell the audience a little bit about what you do.
Cut hair.
Yeah.
I'm a barber. Mm-hmm. Stylist, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? Groomer, men's grooming. Mm-hmm. I get it done. That's my job. That's what I do.
Hey, yo. So how long you been doing that, Chris?
Man, I've been going hard. You know, the last decade I've been going hard. But overall, bro, it's been 21 years, bro. 21
years.
Almost 22. Started at 12.
That is...
Yep, I started at 12.
Started at 12 years old. So most of your life, you've been cutting hair. That is so dope. That is so dope. So let's bring it back. Let's talk about the upbringing, the childhood. So tell us a little bit about how you got into cutting hair. What was your first haircut? Give us a little bit about the story.
It's called the Barber curse.
Hey.
Really. Because I wasn't one of them people who just like decided like, hey, I think this would be a good hobby to get into. I think this would be a good career to get into. Like, it was just something I always did. My first encounter actually started in kindergarten. I just grabbed some clippers. I didn't have no mirror, no nothing. I cut patches all in my shit. That was my first encounter.
Yeah.
Second encounter was with Damon. I was 8 years old. We was getting a haircut at the house. You know what I'm saying? You know, they used to have people cutting hair, get a haircut at the house. Mm-hmm. Damon was about to get a haircut. I was like, I know how to cut hair. They gave me the clippers. I went right down the middle, put a big ass elevator down his shit.
What did he say when you did that?
He had to go bald. Luckily, it was summertime.
Oh, man. The first ever haircut was on yourself, and the second was on one of your close, your basically family members. We all grew up
that's
together.
My cousin.
Yeah, exactly. That's your cousin. Yeah.
Second cousin.
So your second cousin. Yep. And then where did it go from there?
I had a couple more of those like crazy incidents, but then it really started around 12. Mm-hmm. I had a homie, my homie Shy Ryan. Mm-hmm. We used to take like the, those razors on the stick. Mm-hmm. I used to line us up with those.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I would use those, line us up.
And how those
clippers.
How those used to come out? Like, was it fire? Or?
It was decent for the time. You know what I'm saying? For what it was. If I look back now, I'm like, whoa, shit. You know what I'm saying?
You was doing the razor lines before the razor lines.
Yeah, but I used to draw heavy. Right. Like, that was my thing. Like, growing up as a kid, I always drew. I drew on everything.
Facts.
Like, so, like, I would take newspapers and shit and draw hairlines on the people in the newspaper and stuff.
That's
so
fine.
It's like, just draw graffiti, bubble letters, people.
Right.
Everything. So
you're creative.
I didn't understand, my creativity was always there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's dope.
That's kind of how it started.
Absolutely. So, all right, so now, when you started cutting hair, tell me the first time you made $1 off of cutting hair. When was that?
12.
12 years old. And how much did they pay you?
probably was getting like $5-10.
$5-10.
I had 4 clients.
4 clients.
That was consistent at 12.
That's
when I finally got my hands on some clippers, I had Chiron. I had Jacob. Cousin Jacob New Money.
Hey, yo.
Jacob was
Shout
consistent.
out to Jacob, right?
Yeah, those was my guinea pigs. Always.
Right.
Like I had this old school dude in the neighborhood named Jerome. Jerome was the first person to pay me $20. Back then. Fire. He was the first person to pay me $20 for a haircut.
That's
he dead
fire.
now, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
And
Jerome,
my cousin
man.
George.
There
George was a neighborhood drunk. He dead too. Rest in peace,
George
too. But
yeah.
Them was my 4 guinea pigs. I rolled with them from middle school on up.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. That's dope. And then, all right, so before we get into the middle school on up, right, let's bring it back. So as far as cutting hair, was there any influence in your household that was cutting hair as well, or that was like kind of encouraging you to keep going?
Because growing up, I never went to a barbershop.
Right.
My dad cut hair. He wasn't a barber, but my dad was cold with cutting hair, and my cousin Jazz.
Right.
Them was the 2 people who really influenced me as far as like with clippers and shit. Jazz was the first person doing designs, cutting Tasmanian devils and fucking Tweety birds and all type of Looney Tune shit in people's head. So he was doing Nike signs and all that shit on us growing up.
Facts.
So if I wanted a clean, regular cut, I'll just get a cut from my dad.
That's fine.
If I wanted something crazy, then I was able to get up with cuz.
Yeah. So when you started cutting, right, what was your father's response and what was Jazz's response as well? Like when you started cutting, what did they say?
It was kind of like a natural type of thing. You know what I mean? Like do what I do type of stuff. Like my dad, I would play in his clippers. He had a clipper bag and I would play in his shit and just, you know what I mean? Jazz was the one who kind of put the cables on me with it because he would have, in middle school, that's when designs and shit was, like, that shit was back in.
Right.
It was in the first time I was telling you, that's when we was like, you know what I'm saying, kids.
Yay high.
Yay high. Down here, they would call it jits.
Jits.
Shit like that, you know what I mean? So we was kids then, but by the time it rolled back around, it was like that middle school, high school era.
Right.
Jazz had the whole neighborhood, all of us in middle school and high school coming to get designs and shit like that. We would all be lined up in a room.
Absolutely.
It'd be a Saturday. And then he would get tired of cutting. It might be 5, 6, 7, 8 people left.
Yeah.
He'd just give me the clippers, be like, you got to finish them. And then I'd be like, all right, fuck it. But at
Shout out to Jazz.
at that time, we only had one clipper.
Right.
They would get so hot. The clippers would get so hot, I have to go put them in the freezer.
What?
Be like, hold on, stop. Let me stop on your head. Let me go put these in the freezer. Let me get them out. You know what I'm saying?
Because you burning them up.
Burn
like,
them,
you
then
know
they
what I
get to
mean?
that
You lining
point,
it up.
grab a towel or a sock.
Yeah.
Wrap it around there.
Oh, this is game.
So
this is
crazy.
game. Ooh.
They'll be burning up. So it'd be like, shit, that we worked with what we had, though.
Right.
That's really what made it, like, easy to get better.
Absolutely.
When you got better equipment, it's like, damn, it feel different. You know what I'm saying? You like, whoa, hold on, I've been on rookie.
Facts.
With the equipment that I had, now I got better stuff. I can do more.
Absolutely. So when Jazz will let you like kind of step in for him, what age group was this? What age were you when this was going on? Like when Jazz was letting you step in at his shop?
He was at the house.
Oh, we're at the house. Yeah, at the house shop, right? Yeah, right.
Lake Street.
Yeah, ooh-wee. Very bad memories. How old were you?
14.
14.
Yeah.
So, and now on the back end of that, was Jazz letting you keep the money that you were making from his clients?
Yeah. When
dope.
he left. It'd be a Saturday, he'd be done, and then the rest is me.
Right. That's fire. That's fire. So that's perfect timing. So let's roll into the middle school, right? You still cutting hair. You 14, 15 years old. Yeah. Now, at this time, have you decided that cutting hair is your career? Nope.
It was just something I did, like when we didn't have money for haircuts and stuff like that, or wasn't around Jazz or anybody like that.
Right.
Like, I think I might have got a pair of clippers. Once I got a pair of clippers for myself, it was pretty much over with.
Right.
I dealt with, like, myself, of course, and my guinea pigs around. You know what I'm saying? Which was some of the same people, a couple extras here and there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's it, and that's crazy. So, let me tap in with you. So, at that time, even when you were cutting hair and you buzzing now, like people know you cutting hair. What did you want to be other than a barber at that time in your
the
team?
NBA.
You wanted
know that we all have hoop dreams.
Yeah. Yes.
I didn't start cutting until that didn't work out. You know, that's a tough pill to swallow when you realize you ain't going to the league,
right? Oh man, look, dog. We did it, man. Look, and that's crazy, man. So, all of us, like growing up, we all had hoop dreams. We was like, we go into the league, nothing else mattered. We was like, we just gonna make this little money on our side hustle, and that was it, man. So that's dope. That's dope. So I want to tap into now adulthood, right? Because I remember me and you used to be out in the streets, the cars. I remember you had a Cutlass. I had the Monte Carlo. We had the big rims and the pretty colors. That car so much, God, bro. We gonna say that for a whole nother episode. But bro, we was out here doing what we need to do. Now, at that chapter of Chris's career, are you thinking like, I want to do this for the rest of my life? Was like at that point, because I remember you was hot then. This is 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old, you still wasn't sold on the barber dream.
I didn't really get sold on that till about 23.
23. And what was that turning point like?
It was like, I tried, from those years, I was kind of stuck in the hustling phase. Mm-hmm. Trapping, era, that was that era, trap shit, and working in factories and shit. What I'm saying? So that was like, I was kind of like, I ain't gonna say infatuated with that, but that was like the dream at that time from where we at and where, So after I got tired of that and got tired of the factories for sure, I worked at a couple of them. And it was like, shit, after that, it kind of just hit me like, damn. They say your gift is something that come the easiest to you. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like naturally.
Absolutely.
And then I kind of like identified it then. You know what I mean? It was like, what could I do to still have that freedom of like hustling and shit, but then also be legal? So I got in trouble a couple times then too. Yeah. So it was like, damn, I'm not trying to get back in trouble. I still want to make fast money and I still want freedom. Right. So that's when I just like start going full throttle with it.
And what did that look like for you? Like, was it joining a shop or opening up your own shop? What was that transition?
It was joining one. Yeah. I started working at Nothing But Cuts, right in the neighborhood.
Absolutely.
So, and I worked there for 7 years.
Dedication. And of course, like I was one of the people in your chair, and I remember always leaving your chair with something that I didn't even come with. It was like knowledge, inspiration, and I always just knew, we always knew that we was different growing up. So the thing is, like, I just knew you were going places with the barber, with the clippers. Yeah. So I want to get into, all right, now you one of the known names in the city, right? Yeah. At what point, and what was your thought process when you wanted more? Because you had it all. Like, you had the house.
I had it all.
You know what I mean? You had it all, bro. You was doing very well.
It was when I started feeling the ceiling. It was like, damn, I'm at the top with this here and on this platform. But I still felt that ceiling. It's like bumping your head on the ceiling. And I'm like, damn, I need to bust through this and go through the roof because I know there's more out there. Facts. So that at that point, it started to get like damn near contagious to stay. Like, it was like, literally, I had everything that somebody on that level would want. You know what I mean? So it was like, it's got to be something else out there waiting on me.
Facts.
I didn't know what it was, but.
And I remember, like, we used to always have conversations about, like, just moving away. Yeah. I was telling you, like, man, I'm about to go to the A, bro.
Yeah,
I'm about to turn my Savage up. I'm about to go to the A. And I remember you was like, man, D, I don't know where I'm gonna go. Yeah, I remember you were undecided because I think Seattle was an option for you at one time.
Yeah,
you think I remember that?
I love the West Coast.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying like West Coast Seattle. I was like, bro, I ain't never been there, but hey, I think you would do great.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, I want to ask you, why Dallas?
I kind of weighed out my options. Like, I kind of mapped it out, right? And then I was like, I already had a kid at that time.
Yeah. Shout out to Sunshine.
I was trying to figure out what would be the most balanced as far as growing up and shit like that. Like from looking over West Coast to Seattle, I was kind of stuck on that because you still get that West Coast vibe without the full California shit. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Cali was like kind of going on the downside, like, you know what I'm saying, at that time when it was getting close to me to move. So, and out of all the places I weighed out, I didn't want to do Atlanta. I don't know why. I was just like so against Atlanta. Like my mom moved there during that time when I first started in middle school. My mom and my sister moved to the A, and I didn't go. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to leave my friends, neighborhood, teams. Everything we was doing, I didn't want to do it, so I stayed. And it was just like the first time I came down here and stayed out here, I stayed out here for 8 months back in 2012, 13. Stayed here and I stayed in Houston. Stayed here like 2 months and stayed Houston 6 months. And then I was just like, Texas. You know what I mean? Coming from where we came from, it was like it fit everything just right. You know what I mean? Absolutely. And I could see like as far as like son playing sports and all that, like I just thought about it all the way around. And like, damn, like the houses out there. At that time, it was a lot more affordable when I got hooked on Texas. But I never kind of got unhooked after that. Even though I went back and stayed there for some years, I knew like, all right, I'm gonna move to Texas.
Right. So now we here in Texas, right? You said you did 6 months here, right?
6 in Houston.
And 8 here.
Yeah.
What was that like taking Rich from there to here and building a brand? Was it a struggle? Like, was it a fight? Or was it just
at
like
that time or now? Or
no,
when I
at
moved?
that time when you first moved out here for those months
time.
in Texas in general, in Houston, and how was it like getting on your feet with the Barber and the Clippers?
I wasn't there yet. Remember I told you I didn't really start taking it serious until really like 23. 23 and 24. I was good at it and did what I did, but I just did me and my homies. Like when we about to go out and shit like that. That was when I was here then, I was like 22.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So this is not the current.
It didn't start to the next year.
And when you moved out here to Dallas, what was that, 2019?
20.
20.
June 2nd.
So tell me about the transition moving here in 2020. What was that?
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like, that was my first time feeling free. Literally. Like, I went through a lot of stuff during those years from going back from them like 20 teens.
Right.
I went through so much and it was just like freedom.
Right.
Like, I felt free. Life hack for sure.
Right.
My trial and errors didn't start when I first got down here. Yeah. Everything was butter when I first got down here.
Right, when you first got down here, right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, so it wasn't hard turning that corner for you to move down here as far as like getting consistent work and...
It was hard getting to the point, like getting the chains off to be able to make the move.
Right.
You know how it is. Moving out the city is like, it's so hard to get to the point to be able to move.
You're right.
Like you got everything clear.
Yeah.
You good. Like you can actually make a move.
Facts.
That's the hard part.
Say that, yeah.
Most people can't do it. It's like a power movie or some shit. You can't get free every time. It's another door right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Waiting on you.
Absolutely. So and then sometimes you got to go back to handle a couple things and then you got to come back. It's a whole thing going on.
Yeah, so I was able to conquer that and make a clean getaway. Yeah. Basically, as we should call it.
Yeah.
I came down here and got situated. As far as like with the cutting hair thing, that shit wasn't easy. Not when I first got down here.
Right.
It wasn't easy to get somebody to sit in my chair. Like if I could get them to sit in my chair, I got them.
You got them.
The skill was there.
Right.
It's just like going to a new place. Haircuts ain't something that somebody just trying to try.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If I walk up to somebody, hey, I'm a barber, or here go a business card or whatever, most of them gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm cool, or
right.
I'm straight. Especially people from here, you know what I'm saying? Because they've been going to their cousin all their life, or they've been going to, you know what I'm saying, whoever they go to. So
right. See, and that's the whole thing. So even with the grind and the hustle, like you had it. You was like, I'm about to come out here and take over. Was that at this time? Now, this is talking about 2020. Now, at 2020, was Rich thinking about making being a barber, a career at this point? Okay,
so I was already in. I went to school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Already a household name back home.
Yep.
Like I was already deep in.
Yeah.
It was my thing.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So you was like, I'm about to take it all the way there in Dallas as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you had I wouldn't even know the proper name, but I guess you'll say a cutting truck or
mobile barbershop.
Barbershop.
That's what did it for me.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it was tough. Like I moved down here June 2nd, 2020.
Right.
Like I said, I'm kind of like loose. I know a few people here and there, but it's just like I didn't have clients.
Right.
I really basically kind of started at zero. So trying to like gain clients from another place, knew it was rough. So the next month, July, that's when I was like, all right, I got something for they ass. Came with the bus. The bus did it.
Right,
The bus did
killed
it.
them.
It killed them.
Man.
That did it.
Look, audience out there, look, world. We are going to post pictures of this amazing bus, man. It was amazing. And he used to tell me about this. He brought it to life, y'all. We're going to post pictures on it, man. So,
the bus did it.
Yeah.
Plus, it was the pandemic still. So it was like the perfect thing at the perfect time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So had it been a different time, it still would have been, you know, it still was something to see because most people never seen like,
absolutely.
I ain't never got my hair cut on no bus. I ain't never got, you know what I'm saying?
And that thing was laid out.
Yeah, mobile service at its finest, you know what I mean? Pulling up, just, all right, bet, I ain't got to go to the barbershop, all right, cool, or post it up in Deep Ellum up the street.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? People actually like walking around with their phones tripping, you know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I never finished the bus.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of rushed it and just threw it together because I was trying to, at that time, I felt like it was something I had to hurry up and get to. You know what I'm saying? The bag, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was like, I felt like it was something I had to hurry up and get to. So I kind of rushed it and rushed the process.
Right.
But it still was like, definitely different and at the right time, and it clicked.
And what ended up happening with the bus? Did you end up selling it? What did you end up doing with
After my accident.
Brother, thank God that you're here in one piece.
Yeah.
But what was going? Somebody smacked you? Is it
Right on 35, right here.
Is the Dallas traffic out here that bad?
It's crazy. It's up there with LA and Chicago.
Oh,
it's tough. It's like it's getting worse every day.
Yeah. See, that's pretty crazy. RP to the cutting truck. What was it called? The mobile barbershop.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Well, that I'm pretty sure brought more blessings. So
It did.
Go for it.
Because a lot of people that I gained while I was doing that, they stuck with me.
That's dope.
And then a lot of people who even didn't, they still admired the hustle. Because the thing was, like I said, people don't just cheat on their barbers.
Facts.
But the experience.
Yeah.
Like, people like, I got to get a cut one time just for the experience.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then some people I was able to, you know what I'm saying, maneuver and manage to take them in. Because like I said, all I needed them was just to sit in the chair and give me a chance.
That's it.
So from there, a lot of people knew me from that.
It was up.
Yeah.
It was up. So now, even after the truck, I'm pretty sure you was down on the, you was like, man.
Yeah, I was down.
Yeah.
I was down because I put a lot into it.
Bruh, I seen it. I'm like, bruh. And I didn't even know, I thought you still had it parked somewhere. But the thing is, like, now, bring me up to speed on what led into, after that happening, what led into where you're at now?
Trial and error.
Yeah.
Trying to find my next, like, damn, what I'm going to do next? Like, what's my next thing? You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of, like, I worked at the same barbershop back home 7 years straight.
Right.
I kind of told myself, like, I'm not working at no barbershops until I'm ready to like get my own space.
Right.
But I did go and work in my homeboy shop for a year. So I did that 1 year.
Yeah. Humbling. It's
I'm
humbling.
out.
Yeah. It's humbling though.
And even then, I still was, so I did that stuff with the bus and moving around so much that a lot of people got spoiled off of that.
Ooh.
So it was like, I still ended up doing so many house calls.
House calls, right.
And it was like crazy. I was doing, I don't know nobody who was doing more house calls than me. Not 2022.
And you was pulling up
21
on,
and 22.
Yeah, you was pulling up on Cowboy players, NBA players.
I'm pulling up.
Yeah.
I was on the grind.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So even before we even get into where you're at now, what was that like? Like getting a call from, Dallas Cowboy players.
I mean,
Dallas
at
Mavericks.
first it was like, it was lit. It's still lit. You know what I'm saying?
Lit.
But it was like, after a while, it became kind of regular because I learned like, shit, they the same as us.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because this person in the league, that don't mean show them, you know what I'm saying? They no different. But just because this person a rapper, that don't mean it's no different.
Right.
Like I'm sitting back cutting Money Man hair one day and I'm like, it's all the same. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna treat him no different than I would treat a average Joe who came off Booksy. You know what I'm saying? I learned to kind of be like that with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Don't treat this person up here because of their status.
Yeah.
So.
That term, it says treat the CEO with the same respect as you treat the janitor.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Yeah,
that's a
and
real
vice
thing.
versa. So that's a big thing. So now let's fast forward to today. My boy got his own shop, man.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
You did it. And to bring it back, we used to have all these hoop dreams, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy that me and you both are working with NBA players, the people in the league. So we really made it for real, just in another way. Ain't that crazy?
when I go to games, especially the closer I am, like, you know what I mean, floor, I'll be like, I could have did that.
Right.
Then when you at the game, it look like they ain't doing nothing.
They ain't doing nothing.
Yeah,
they slow for real. I'm like, bro, I'd be dunking on all this. I'm like, what do you do, weak?
Yeah,
you know what
niggas
I mean?
at the center could do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's real though, man. But I want to tap in, man, and I want you to tell people a little bit about where you are today as Rich Hair.
Man, I'm still on the grind. I ain't gonna lie. I still got a long way to my end goal, but I'm close. I really got because you got to have an end goal with this shit.
Ooh, say that.
Most people don't. They just found a career or found a lane, and then they just going with it. There's no end goal. They don't know, you know what I mean? So I finally got a clear vision on the end goal, and I would say I got 7 years. 6 now, it's 2024.
Absolutely.
I got 6 years, and if I, you know what I mean, do it right and complete all the steps, I should be able to retire after these 6 years.
Man.
From traditional cutting behind the chair.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna say I'll just flat out be done, but I should be retiring then. That'd be that's a solid 20 years.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Did it all in my 30s.
Yeah.
Did it in my 20s.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And
you put the time
everything in. Don't even count. I ain't counting the teenage years and growing up and all that shit. But
yeah, you did the career. And it's so crazy that you say that because right now, and I know I'm late, y'all. I know I'm late, everybody. But I'm reading the 48 Laws of Power. And that's one of the laws of power is plan to the end.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do that. They just planning as they go.
Yeah.
You have to have an end goal. You just said something.
I'm late too on it. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, bro, you got to read it.
Well,
bro, if you
I
ain't
bought
read
it audio.
You bought it audio.
But it was dragging.
No,
I like to listen to audio when I'm driving.
Oh, facts.
And man,
that's
I'm
cool.
on the road
right, boss. Hey, I would tell you this though, Rich. Bruh, the way that we hustle, reading that book, it nothing but take me here.
Yeah, but I am going to buy the physical copy. I actually just went to Barnes & Noble's 2 days ago. And I picked up Course Rich Dad Poor Dad. I finished that twice.
Do that.
I'm like, man, I need the physical copy. I grabbed To Think and Grow Rich and a couple more, you know what I mean, of the real gems and stuff like that. As a Man Thinketh, that's one of my favorite ones. And I was just like, man, I'm going to just start collecting, like start my library. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, do that, bro. Do that, bro. All that stuff gonna do is turn your savage up.
Yeah.
But man, look, tell me one of the craziest stories, man, that you had like at the barbershop.
I'm not as a lot of crazy times at the barbershop, but one of the craziest stories, like just period, of cutting hair.
Give it to us.
I might have to take my hair down. That shit.
Yeah. Hey.
We'll have to rewind back. 8th grade.
Yeah.
My cousin Pig. It's me and Pig.
Shout out to Pig.
Pig had the fro back then.
Hey, yo.
I was lining them up and shit. I took Pig's shit like all the way back here. I ain't gonna lie, I took his shit way back here. And then I found we was at his Aunt Nikki house. I think we might have found some like black lipstick or black eyeliner. But this is before enhancements. I basically gave him enhancements way before enhancements came out. So I took his shit and I filled it in. But it was straight, but it was filled in. But like I said, this is like 20 years before enhancements. So I did his shit like that, it colored it in, and then shit. When that shit came off, that nigga had to wear a headband the whole summer.
Man, what was Pig saying? What?
Man, it was wild.
Did you ever cut his hair again?
Yeah.
He let you cut his... Oh,
yeah, that was 8th grade. That was 8th grade.
Shout out to Pig.
Yeah.
So you was doing enhancements before enhancements was a thing.
Before enhancements was a thing.
Hey, that's so crazy because I'm pretty sure you learned from that. You like, everybody's hairline is different.
Yeah.
Let me.
I ain't had too many stories where I just killed somebody like that. But them was the ones, him, Dame. Them was the ones I definitely, but I needed it on the way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need real deal guinea pigs, people to practice on. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So,
do you feel like a lot of barbers have these type of stories where they messed up?
Real ones?
Yeah.
Ones who, you know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody done messed up, but like them stories from way back, a lot of people wasn't even thinking about cutting hair way back. You know what I'm saying? Those are the stories that, like, real pioneers, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Them early day stories, and it's no cap to it. Like, I can call them up and
right.
Like, man,
hey, we got to tag Pig in there.
Man.
Look, I know Pig was mad. He like, man,
she wore
bro.
Headband all summer. Luckily, headbands was in at that time.
Right,
Do-rag and headband saved it.
Look, Nelly and all them.
Yeah, do-rag and headband. Do-rag with the fro.
Hey, yo. Shout out to Pig, man, for being a part of your legacy, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. For sure. We can sit here and chop it up all day. We got to go to a break, man. Look, we got to give a special shout out to our sponsor, Wandar, all right?
Yes, sir.
Wandar is a special app for creatives and clients, all right? So we are now connecting clients with creatives in your community. Check out this small clip from our sponsor, Wandar. We'll be right back with Rich here in the building. Let's get it.
The Wandar app is a user-friendly mobile application that uses geolocation to connect clients with creatives in your community. Each creative professional has their own user profile showcasing rates, reviews, availability, and a portfolio of their past projects. Wandar, connecting clients with creatives in your community.
Welcome back, guys. I am your host, Dee Boogie Brown, and we are here on Creative Chronicles Podcast. What you just saw was a word from our sponsor, Wandar, connecting clients with creatives in your community. Make sure you guys check it out. Take a tour around. I've been signed up for months now. It's a great app. Rich, what do you think about Wandar?
Man, I think it's dope. I think it's a new lane for entrepreneurs and creators. And I definitely recommend and would like and can see myself getting involved.
Hey, man, let's do it. So, Wandar, make sure you guys sign up. Rich, I see that you brought the gold case with the combination lock on it.
Never leave home without it.
Hey, what you got going in there, brother?
Let's take a look, man.
Hey, yo.
You just some of the utensils I use. Got a little combination on there. I use this when I'm traveling and flying and stuff like that. Give y'all a quick glimpse. These the big boys.
Hey.
A lot of barbers don't use them. A lot of them don't know about it. It's if you're familiar with the classic 76s, the ones they used to be real loud. They be red. They like dog clippers.
Right.
Them the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? They cut in bulk. These are expensive.
And how much around about the big dogs?
These they like $400.
Oof.
I mean, for one clipper, that's still pretty expensive.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I just got these.
Hey.
These is like some of my newest clippers. Stylecraft.
Hey.
It's a new brand. We grew up on Wall and Andes and, stuff like that. It was a new brand. I wanted to step into giving new stuff a chance. Get out my old elements, sticking to what I know. And I was like, all right, they coming out with all these hot brands and cute clippers and stuff. Let me get some of these to try and see what they do. And I'm satisfied. Definitely satisfied. They quiet. They cut smooth. It's a very distinctive cut. So, highly recommended.
Hey.
These, also one of my newer purchases. I went to the Barber Plug. It's a store. It's not too far from here. It's a store they basically got. It's one of the only stores where they have clippers on display.
Right.
Most of the time you buy clippers, they in the box. You
Right.
just buy them and you don't really know what you're getting. You got to try to set them and do what you do. So I bought these from the Barber Plug. Got them off the display while I went through basically every liner that was up there. And I was like, man, I need to find something that's different. And I was going with all those new brands and new names and stuff like this. This was Wall's newest clipper. When I felt that, when I tested it and felt it, I was like, that's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Hey.
These, Babyliss. I don't really see too many people with them, but if you know, you know.
You know.
Yeah, it's definitely a good clipper to have.
Yeah.
Definitely. I do a lot of cleaning up, a lot of blending and stuff with these,
The ones.
Yeah.
How much them Babyliss be running?
They around 2 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, they like 2 something. This another pair of Babyliss.
Hey.
Rose gold. I do like shaving and cleaning up with these.
That's fine.
Or I'll finish line. Like I usually keep 2 pair. One pair I start the lineup. Other ones I finish with. So these my finishers. I clean up and finish with those. So that's the difference. And that's 5 in the case. That's all I need. Keep a straight razor on me, metal comb. These, I had these for about 10 years.
Hey.
Shout out to Wooski.
Shout out to Wooski.
I still got them.
Hey.
You don't really see these too often. Them old.
That's fire.
That's pretty much everything in there. That's the kit.
Yeah, man, look.
Not a beginner's kit, but a kit.
It's a kit. It's a kit. And that's something to work towards, right?
Yeah. Facts. Definitely. Definitely.
So in that whole case, it's about like 1,500. Yeah.
Yeah, roughly.
Travels
if
in
you
the
add the
gold
shears
case.
and stuff in, that boom it up a couple thousand. Cause shears is high, bro.
Shears is high. So that's really like a $4,000 or $5,000 box right there.
I ain't gonna
Give
go
or
that
take.
high.
Okay,
But
3,500.
2, 3, yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'm putting too much sauce on
Yeah,
it.
too much sauce. They ain't that much. You look at shears, and you're like, yeah, them scissors, and they might be $600-$700 a pair.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's a good look. Yeah. Appreciate that. All right, y'all. This is one of my favorite parts of the show right here. We are at the Drop-In Gem segment. Look, this is the part where the creative themselves is going to give you gems that can get you either started in your business or take your business to the next level. Rich, you ready for this?
yes, sir.
All right,
yes, sir.
let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, brother, and we're going to get it going. So the first question in our Drop-In Gem segment is, how important is it to find the right shop culture that fits your personality when you're planning to work at a shop?
It's important because everything got to flow. Back to that contagious word. If you're at the wrong shop in the wrong environment, it'll start to feel contagious. It just won't click for you. It won't go your way.
That's big. Now, I want to follow up with that too as well. I've been to a shop to where like the barbers was in there, and it'll be a few good barbers.
Yeah.
But it's like
they not in sync.
Exactly, they not in sync. Like you got a barber over there talking about drugs. You got one that's dealing drugs. You got one that's cursing, things like that. I've seen like a woman walk out. So the thing is, let the people know how important it is to kind of scope out the shop before you actually join the shop. It's important.
You don't want to just jump somewhere that don't fit you. You want to get somewhere that you want everything to be one band, one sound. You know what I mean? It's like a dream team. When you get the Fab Five, when they all play together, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's in sync, it all flow.
Absolutely.
And that's how you want it to be while you working and doing whatever you do in your craft, you know what I mean?
Facts. Man, look, dropping gems, y'all, we getting into it. Look, we got Rich in the building. So question number 2 is, how do you get high-end clients and how do you scale your business? So that's a 2-part question.
All right, I'm gonna answer it with a simple answer.
Hey, let's do it.
You gotta be the hunted and not the hunter. Sit and think on that. You gotta be the hunted and not the hunter. Because you don't wanna be the guy hunting down people. Hey, let me cut your hair. Hey, I gotta open an appointment. Hey. You want the people to be hunting you. Like, man, when can I get to you? Hey, man, you booked 3 weeks out. Hey, man, you know what I mean? You wanna be the hunted, not the hunter. You don't wanna hunt for clients.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's
simple
fire.
as that.
Simple as that. That really answers both the questions. Yeah. But now, okay, so when I ask the question, I always have like a second thought that I want to ask personally myself. Okay. Right? So even when you get high-end clients, how important is it to keep up with the trends of cutting, to keep that client?
It's important. So you want to keep up with the trends, but you also got to stay traditional. It depends on the client. Everybody different. Some people don't want a trendy haircut. Some people want tradition. See, like the good thing about me was it was balanced because I'm still an old school barber and I'm in a new wave. You know what I mean? Like I'm in the middle with how long ago I started and still being relevant with today. You know what I mean? So it's like I take both of them and mix it. So it's like whatever fits that client's needs or their specific hairstyle, that's what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah. Oof. Fire. Dropping those gems, y'all. We're going to keep it going. Rich in the building. All right. So, number 3. How important is it hiring the right barbers for your shop? And this is for the bosses. This is for the bosses right here.
Man. They'll make you or break you. You know what I mean? They don't care because it's not their establishment. At the end of the day, everything fall back on you. So that's a big one. And I think all people when they open up their first establishment or they start hiring people, they go through it because they want to get people in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They want those chairs in that space to be rented out.
Absolutely. So
whoever, first person willing to pay you and stuff like that, people will start filling it up with, you know what I mean, Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
It's important.
So now, of course, my question is now, it's like, to you, like, what does that look like? Because I've walked into a shop, and this is off my personal experience. I walked into a shop, and I seen no chairs, and it was just the owner in there.
Yeah.
Is that something that owners commonly experience?
They can.
Like taking all the walk-ins, including their own appointments?
They can. I mean, when I first opened up, I was by myself.
Ooh. Tell us what that was like.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't even that bad.
Because I've been in the game long enough before I did that move. I knew to be able to cover everything on my own to where if they, you know what I mean, come and go or whatever. It's like some barbers be dependent on those people that's renting space from them to be able to handle everything.
Right.
If you do that, that's a dangerous game.
Facts.
Because them people not consistent or them people not paying you or whatever's going on, that could put a dent in the business.
Facts.
But if you able to handle it on your own, whether they come and go, then you in a safe space.
Facts.
It's all extra. You know what I mean? Regardless, you still can maintain on your own. Your overhead not gonna take you under.
Right. So. Game, boy, we giving gems. All right, let's keep it going. Question number 4. Getting started in the world of cutting and styling hair. What's some steps that are needed for a beginner?
Consistency.
Say that.
Consistency. It's one of the names of the game. Y'all stay consistent. The future barbers and people who want to get into it, stay down, stay consistent. That's something you'll hear. You'll get tired of hearing it. Like, I'm tired of hearing stay down. I'm tired of staying down. But you really got to stay down.
Got to stay
down.
Stay
consistent. Yeah.
Look, man, he said it. Consistency is one of my favorite words.
Yeah, bro.
People always ask,
real
how
thing.
did you get in the industry?
It's a
How are
real
you
thing.
working on these shows? How are you working with these people?
You got to do it.
Down.
You got to stay down through the seasons.
Ooh-wee.
Because a lot of stuff is seasonal. You know what I mean?
Man.
Even at life, like I look at it like you said, we play sports and stuff. I look at it like it's in seasons. You know what I mean? You're going to have seasons where you starting. You're going to have seasons where you rode the bench that season. You missed out. You know what I'm saying?
out.
This season, it's seasonal.
You be up and down.
It's up and down. You know what I mean?
Look, come on now, Rich. Talk your talk. All right, final question, dropping gems. All right, mobile barber truck. Give us a few gems on how to start one.
First off, purchase it.
Hey, I know that's right.
Find something that's, in your price range. And then from there you still have to purchase everything that go with it. Generator. You know what I mean? You got to get all that shit installed. Lighting, chairs. It's harder than just getting a bus, getting a truck, slapping a chair in there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mobile barber permit. It's a lot of stuff that go with it. Yeah, it's not much. It's not hard to get.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a tough one, bro, because most people don't have 10, 15, 20K
20,000, right.
to put into something like that. Like you go into box trucks, party buses, stuff like that. You looking at every bit of 10, 15, 20, however nice your mobile barbershop is, you know what I'm saying? Plus the work. And then if you don't have somebody that you deal with to help you do that kind of stuff, or you don't know how to do that kind of stuff, running electricity and doing stuff like that it get deep.
Say that.
So it's not an easy thing. A lot of barbers would love to go mobile and have a truck, but it's out of their means.
Right. So ideally you need about 20,000.
You need a dub.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that's on the low end. Woo.
Yeah.
Y'all got it though. Like, y'all got it. If you got 20 grand you can get a loan from the bank,
Yeah.
you hearing it from the man that did it.
Yeah.
Go grab that 20,000.
Now the smart way with that, if you could get a loan, would be start off Sprinter.
Sprinter,
Get like
big.
a Sprinter.
Go big, yeah.
It's luxury, it's big. Go Sprinter. If you're able to get loans, that changed the game.
Right.
A lot of people don't. They're not able to get loans.
Absolutely.
They don't got credit.
Yeah.
They don't got this. Like some people actually starting from nothing. You know what I mean?
I know it.
So if you're able to play a credit game, that changes everything.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Take your shit to the top.
Absolutely.
Go get a loan.
So
Open up credit cards and
Right.
debit cards from, you know what I mean, the Lowe's when you need this. You're able to get a generator. You're able to get all of the things you need done.
Right.
You know what I mean? Playing the credit game.
So I want to ask you this, Rich, to just close out this. Is the mobile truck or bus game, like what does the profits and the turnaround look like? Is it good? Is it worth getting in?
It depends on how you do it. It's definitely how you do it. See, like when I did it, it was like a new thing to me and a lot of other people. So I didn't have no system.
Right.
I didn't have, like I said, I rushed it. I didn't have a structure with it. I just went to a new place with a new system.
Right.
And I just start doing whatever, just on the grind. You know what I mean?
Right.
After that, I sat back. It's not too many successful mobile barbershops that I know of, but I found one.
Right.
And I kind of like studied the way they did their platform, and I was like, if I did it again,
You would do it.
that's how I would do it.
Absolutely.
Now, don't get me wrong. I did have like my original plan with it was like, had I followed through with that, it would have been a thing.
Right.
Because when I had the chance to get a second one, I should have got a second one because I was in position at one point to get a second one because I was trying to get like 10 of them. Oof. I was just looking for like investors to go with and get like a few more because I wanted to start a mobile barber service. And then I had, like, I was even calling LeBez. I don't know if you remember LeBez.
Yeah, I remember LeBez. Yeah, you know, that's the hobby. Shout
different type of shit. You know, he know how to make apps and all type of shit like that. So I went to bro like, hey, this is what we need to do. He actually brought it up to me like 2 weeks ago when I was back home. Like, hey, you still got that plan?
Right.
Like, I don't even got the bus no more. But my plan was to take Uber and Great Clips. I had a chick at the time who worked at Great Clips. I'm like, hey, I need their whole handbook so I can see how they do the shit. She sent me their whole handbook. I was gonna take Uber and Great Clips and mix it together on the app. I had all the whole Metroplex routed out in different routes, and I was like, I'm gonna run 3 buses in each area. You know what I'm saying?
My goodness.
And you just sit on there and book it, and they pull up like Uber.
Listen.
Now, somebody might still do that.
Somebody might still do it. If they do it, Rich Hair, he said it here first. He said it here first.
But that was my plan.
Ooh, you was masterminding.
Yeah, I had all that shit wrote down. Yeah, like a mad scientist.
Oh, my goodness.
I had all the areas. These buses gonna run here. These buses gonna run there.
Oh, that's fire. That would have...
Yeah.
That would have caused, you would have disrupted the barber industry. People would have been closing down from that.
Yeah.
Y'all better be lucky, barbershops, that he didn't get through with that plan. Yeah. Ooh, people would have been mad at you, boy. Look, hey, y'all, look. Dropping Gems just turned into, he just gave y'all $1 billion ideas. Oh, man.
I was like, there's no way it could fail. I just didn't have the right investors. I didn't go about it the right way, and I gave up, which is not over yet.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
I had all that. I think I still got it. I had that shit wrote down as like a business plan. It was crazy.
Man, listen. Rich in here dropping so many gems, man. Hey, that concludes our session with dropping gems, man. He gave y'all a little bit too much. Y'all gotta pay for anything else now. All right, so we're gonna roll into our creative blitz, man, where we asking questions. Yes, no, sorry, maybe. Rich, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and turn it up. Look, let's do it. So, first question is, we about to jump right into it. All right, so is Future a better artist than Drake? Yes, no, sorry, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Hey, what you thinking?
Man, Future more turned than Drake.
Yeah.
You know? I think I might be giving off Future vibes with the glasses.
Hey, yo.
So I'm going to roll with Future. You know, that's my boy.
Shout out to Future. He's a Martian. Let's get it. So we're going to go to the next one. Let's keep it going. So you get a call from an investor offering to buy all your properties and business titles for $100 million. And the only stipulation is that you can never cut hair again. You taking it? Yes, no, sorry, maybe.
Well, yes.
He said, I'm out of bag.
I'm done. Take the royalties, take everything. You got it.
You said Rich Dave, Rich Hair, y'all want the name too?
Yeah.
Look, what else y'all
I'm
need?
gonna just flip that $100 million.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna invest a lot of that in other areas. And it'll be time for me to like remotely do shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be done physically doing shit.
Yeah, you just be like, nah, I ain't gonna do it no more. Clippers sold, everything. Y'all can have it all for $100 million.
I'm retire in 6 years anyway, so go ahead and
big bow. That's fire. All right, we're going to go into the next one. Look, Rich said he taking the bag. Look, we're going to go into the next one. Now, this is for our hometown. NIPSCO Gang, are they the best rap group out of South Bend? Yes, no, sorry, maybe.
Yes.
Hey, let's go.
I'm gonna go with the neighborhood.
Let's get it, man. You been keeping it tuned with it?
Yeah, I just talked to Keith the other day.
Hey, yo,
Keith the other day. He just pulled up on me. So.
Hey, man, shout out to NIPSCO Gang, man.
My boys.
For sure, salute.
I gotta roll with the gang.
Absolutely, man. Hey, it's so much. And shout out to all the talented people out there, of course. NIPSCO, keep doing y'all thing, man, for sure. All right, so last one. You are at your son's championship game, and you get a call to cut Dallas Cowboys Hall of Famer Deion Sanders' hair. You have to leave immediately. Are you leaving your son's championship game to go cut Deion Sanders? Yes, no, sorry, maybe.
What level of championship? The level he played in. Because today today's game wasn't all that. I ain't gonna lie. Last week he gave it to him. Today I was like, man, you had me drive all the way out here for this?
Right.
So I'm gonna say.
Go ahead and pick up the thing.
It depends on the level.
It depends on the level. So we just gonna say high school level.
High school championship, state championship.
Varsity, state.
Nah.
Right. It ain't worth it.
Nah, I gotta watch my son.
There you go.
I actually cut Deion Sanders Jr. girlfriend's son.
Hey.
You know, not sister baby daddy.
Right.
But no, I cut Deion Jr.'s girlfriend's son here.
Fire.
So,
you like, but nah, it ain't enough.
Nah.
It ain't enough to leave.
Nah.
Look, hey, Rich a real one. Right. That's right. Sorry, prime time.
Son in prime time right now.
Exactly.
I'm going to roll with my son.
Hey, that's real, man. And that's our time here with the Creative Blitz, man. Rich killed it, man. Look, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the next segment where love is free. So, Rich, you got an opportunity to shout out one creative, just one. Show them some love. Love is free, man. This is a special moment in the show for me because the thing is, man, we don't show enough love to each other as creatives, and love is free. So, give a shout out to one creative.
Man, I'm going to give a shout out to you.
Hey.
I'm going to give a shout out to my boy Dee Boogie Brown, man. I done see you came a long way, literally. And I'm appreciating you having me on the show, so I got to give it to you, bro.
Man,
long way from the dreads and the Monte Carlo and, you know, the early days, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. And I'm blessed, brother. Thank you so much, bro. Like, I salute you. You already know, man, this was a special one for me.
Yeah.
Man, I hit you as soon as Creative Chronicles went on tour. I was like, when I found out we coming to Dallas,
yeah.
And I was like, you was the first person on my
Next
list,
one
brother.
in Atlanta, for sure.
We're going to get
we
to
get
it,
into
brother.
some more stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's our time today, y'all. Rich, give a quick shout out to where everybody can find your work and where they can find your shop, brother.
Rich Republic Studios on Instagram. That's the shop name. Rich Hair _ That's me. All platforms. Tap in. That's all I can say. More content coming. More work. More life. More blessings, man. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.
Hey, I got a little secret though. He might be dropping a podcast soon.
I think we might have to do that, man. Barbershop podcast is something different. They not doing that right now.
They not doing that.
Something
in the
else
shop.
for them to try to steal off of here. But
right.
Let me get on this stuff before they do.
Hey, we can't drop no more gems, Rich.
Yeah,
we got to be done with it, all right? We got to be done with it.
We done.
All right, y'all, man. We up out of here, man. I'm your host, Dee Boogie Brown, and this is Creative Chronicles Podcast. We are on tour. Dallas right now. We getting it. Make sure y'all tune in. Follow us everywhere. Creative Chronicles. Peace.